Hey biologists, I'm coming to you from school. If you're watching this, maybe sitting on your couch, maybe at the kitchen table, who knows. But if you look outside, you can see that we are living in an ecosystem. And if you look outside, you can see some trees, maybe a squirrel, maybe some mice, maybe a dog, maybe some humans, maybe a deer if you're lucky. All of these organisms we can see outside are part of what we call an ecosystem. An ecosystem consists of plants, animals, fungi, bugs, birds, everything living, all living together and coexisting. Now, in order for an ecosystem to be totally and completely healthy, it has to have a lot of different species all living together. Unique species, diverse species. Biologists call this biodiversity. Wisconsin has a lot of really cool biodiversity. For example, right now we're living among beautiful trees changing colors. Big fierce fish that swim in our lakes. Wisconsin even has fungus among us. White-tailed deer that live in our forests. This one's not living though. We also have a diverse population of birds. Ooh, like this guy. We even have pumpkins. A pumpkin is a plant. Another word that biologists use for plant is producers. This just means that plants produce their own food from the sun. Since you and I eat plants, scientists call us consumers because we need to consume other living things to make energy. That just means we can take this pumpkin, carve it up, use its seeds as a tasty little snack, put it into delicious pumpkin bread and pumpkin pies and pumpkin cookies. And all those things give us energy because we are consuming the food of this pumpkin. All plants, which are producers, like pumpkins, get all of their energy from the sun, which means that without these producers, we wouldn't be possible. We need these organisms to get energy from the sun so we can eat them too. Without producers, consumers would not exist. So I'm going to carve up this producer and use its tasty seeds as a snack to fuel me to teach even more virtual lessons. So now that I've scooped all the seeds out that I'm going to eat, I don't really need this pumpkin. So I'll donate their body to science.
A pumpkin donated to science. All right, so here's our pumpkin. And as you can see, I've made a few alterations to it for the sake of science. Call it a Franken pumpkin, if you will. And I'm going to put some water in a plastic cup right inside. As you can see, there is also just some duct tape on top for good measure, and a lighter that's been shoved in the back. I'm going to, right now, put some calcium carbide in that water, and that calcium carbide is going to react with the water and produce acetylene gas, the same gas that's used by welders to weld wires and pipes. Then we're going to light it, see what happens. Right now, that acetylene gas is building up inside. Here goes nothing. That's one way to carve a pumpkin. You see, as the acetylene built up inside, it mixes with the oxygen that's already inside, and then, when I light it, it causes a chemical reaction that gives off a lot of energy. The particles, because they're gaining energy and heat, start moving much, much faster. That forces the pressure on the inside to increase, much greater than the pressure on the outside. And it kicks these little pieces out. That's your experiment, kids. Hope you liked it.
Plants, like pumpkins, get all their energy from the sun. They are essential workers.